What's going on, painting company owners? Happy Tuesday. Brandon from Painter Marketing Pros here. Had an interesting conversation with Nick Slavic the other day. As you guys may remember, he came on the Painter Marketing Mastermind podcast. Super excited to drop his episode soon. But one of the things that Nick really talks about is kind of hiring good employees and hiring decent human beings. And he's got a whole philosophy around that and training them up. But we got into kind of how painting companies market for employees, you know, whether it's on Indeed or you use Facebook ads or whatever kind of your funnel looks like to get qualified painters, or, you know, whatever other position you're trying to fill to your company. And it's really interesting how poorly most painting companies do this. And then shortly after that podcast episode, I actually came across an ad kind of illustrating exactly what a lot of companies do wrong. And so they'll post, you know, must be able to lift 50 pounds, must, you know, don't show up to work drunk, must be reliable, must, right? It's all about the painting company. And if your list of criteria is that you don't show up to work intoxicated, then you have a serious hiring problem. If that's actually what you have to say to the people who are coming into your funnel, then you have a serious hiring problem. And just by putting that messaging out there, anyone who's likely to be a really great candidate is not going to apply. No one's going to apply except someone who might show up to work intoxicated, because that's the kind of messaging you're putting out there. So imagine if you took the flip side of that and you advertised to customers, to potential customers that way, right? So instead of, you know, we'll handle your interior project and 100% satisfaction guarantee and 1-year warranty, instead of those kinds, that kind of language, if instead you said, you know, must be willing to pay at least $5,000 minimum, must pay 50% upfront, must be satisfied with color selection and not want to change mind mid-project, must not call us back for any work after final sign-off. Imagine if that were your marketing to your customers. How effective do you think that would be in getting the kinds of customers that you want through Facebook ads? It would not be effective, right? So remember, when you're putting out hiring ads, when you're trying to recruit employees, it's the same deal. You're marketing. You have to present an opportunity. You have to think about your ideal employee. What does that person look like? What does that person want? And how can you market to that person? Not, you know, all about the painting company and all the requirements, and, you know, it's about messaging. So anyways, wanted to throw that out there. I thought it was a really neat conversation with Nick, and I know it is a big thing nowadays, you know, painting companies feeling like they can't get enough personnel. I think the problem is partially real, and I think it's partially self-inflicted. But all right, happy Tuesday, and let's crush it.